guys, Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with an announcement for the Paranormal Romance Readathon. Lacey, Lisa, and I did host this last year for a full week, but there are so many readathons this month that we decided to just do a pretty low-key weekend readathon. It's going to happen from the 8th to the 10th of October, so before like all of them are, because there's so many by the end of the month, and we're just going to spend the weekend reading some paranormal romances. So we have a bingo board for this and I'm really excited. I do have a paranormal romance recommendation video from last year and I haven't read too many since then, so I'm not going to make another one, but I'll link that video down below. Check out Lacey and Lisa's videos. I know that at least Lisa is also doing some recommendations this time around. I don't know if Lacey is, but I'll link both of them down below. I'm going to get to the prompts and I have like 5 books on my TBR, so I'll get to that too. So it is a bingo board, so we have part of a series, pretty straightforward. We have vampires, so any vampires whatsoever in the book that counts. We have fated mates, which I don't know if I have any of those on my TBR this time around. We have ghosts, which I'm so excited for. I do have a romance for that one. Novella, which it should be really easy. I have a few novellas actually for this one. Indie published, so that means it's not by a traditional publisher. It is self-published by the author. Published in 2021. Shifters, and a black cover. I don't know if I have a black cover either. I have to check, but I have I think 5, 6 books on my TBR. A lot of them are novellas, so it's fine. But this video is not going to be that long because I just went through that whole bingo board and I only have to talk about 5 books. So the first book I want to read is Air by Katie Robert. This is book 2 in a series and it's a novella and it came out this year and it's vampires. So I already have like half, and it's indie published, so like half the board is gone with this one book. It is the second book. The first one was Sacrifice, which I really liked. This one was published in February and I don't know if I can say a lot about it because it continues on after that cliffhanger from book 1, and there's vampires and our heroine, it like goes to this house and this guy is trapped there and she's sent by her father, and that's all I can say. But I'm really excited for this one. If I end up loving it and I want to read the third one, I might add that to my TBR. I don't know, but I think it's like 100 pages, so it's not that long. Then I really want to read Written by Katherine Moon. This is part of the Librarian's Coven series, so it's part of a series. It's indie published. It's not a novella though because it is over 200 pages. It's just over 200 pages, so I guess it's close. And this one, Samantha from Books with Samantha sent to me. It's about witches. She is like a librarian in training and there's these 3 professors who are interested in her. They're trying to find the 4th person for their coven and it'll like complete their thing, like coven, I guess, and she doesn't think she's a witch though, but they've been waiting 20 years to finish their coven, so he likes her. And I'm excited to read this. I hope I enjoy it. I'm excited to read more Katherine Moon because I've heard good things about that author, so hopefully I enjoy this. Then my library, it does have the audiobook of the first book in the All the Pretty Monsters series by Christy Cunning. This one, I'm not the biggest fan of the title. It is considered a slur, so authors are starting to change that. I know Daphne Perry did rename her series finally that used that word. Christy Cunning though did recently pass away, so I don't know if this series will ever change the name of it, but I've heard really good things about this. Whenever I talk about her other series, people tell me I have to read this series. She can see the dead, she has killer cults hunting her family, and she turns into something scary when she panics. So that sounds really interesting. And her mother recently died, and I think it's reverse harem as well. Oh, it says, I've gone and landed myself in a world truly filled with monsters. So that sounds interesting. This, I do have the audiobook and I have the audiobook of the whole series, I think, on my Hoopla, so I'm excited to try that out. Speaking of Christy Cunning, I do possibly want to get to 2 Kingdoms. This one is book 3 in the 4 Psycho series, and I love books 1 and 2. They're like demon hunters and she's a ghost, so I don't know though if I'll read it before the readathon. The readathon's less than 2 weeks away, so I might save this for that readathon. I know my library has the audio, but I've been reading them physically, but they're like 200 pages, they're really short, so this might be on my TBR. Then I do have Blood Captive, which is like a 6-hour audiobook. It's super short, and there's vampires, and she gets kidnapped, and she had no idea there were vampires, and I think like she can be their salvation, so she's entered into this world and it sounds really great, so I'm also excited to read that one. And the last one I have, I am probably the most excited for. That's Body and Soul by Susan Crinard. maybe how you say that. I found this at Half Price Books. It's a ghost romance. So he's a ghost and he shows up and she is an expert in mountain rescues. So I think, well, I guess it's kind of historical. So I think like he's from another century and she's in present day. So he was a lord and he's a ghost and he's waited 2 centuries to be called back to Earth by the woman he wronged, and he knew her as Sophie, and now he's guarding her from danger. I don't know if she's like reincarnated or something. Interesting. And they fall in love. It sounds so good and I love that cover. Like he's a ghost. So I really hope I like this. I have high hopes for this. And I know a couple of people bought it after they saw that I had found it. So it's just over 300 pages too. It's pretty short. And that is my TBR for the Paranormal Romance Readathon. I hope you guys can participate. I'm super excited. Let me know if you are planning on participating and what you are hoping to pick up. Let me know. I will definitely be vlogging the entire weekend and posting afterwards and then reading many more spooky things. There are some things that I would have liked to add to my TBR, but some of them are like 500-600 page books, and for a 3-day readathon, I was sticking to shorter things. So check out Katie Roberts' series if you want to mark off a lot on that bingo board. It should be super easy, but that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.